Hey, ghosties. This is Kandis.
I forgot what to say. Let's just jump right in. Intro song.
Who are you?
I opened my mouth and nothing came out. I blanked. I'm like, oh my God. I don't know what to say. What's my line?
You really glitched.
I had nothing. I couldn't even form a thought.
The look on your face was like...
I felt like I just lost all my memory about my entire life.
Should I open up the page so you can read it?
Well, for the end, we know I'm going to need my notes. Holy crap. Well, that was fun. Yeah, we're here, guys. It's fine. It's fine.
What a way to welcome back.
Yeah. I genuinely feel like it's been 2 months.
Good.
You
needed that mental rest.
Harley needed a little mental break.
That's fine. And that's fine. You are entitled.
Yeah. So thanks for being patient, everyone, except for Jen.
Yeah, Sister Jennifer.
Heard you've been talking some smack.
Literally quits and then was like, where's your episode?
Can we talk about why she quit the podcast?
So, my sister seems to think that when she listens to our podcast, she gets corrupted by demons in her house. She was baking something. Her oven went, I don't know, berserk. And the numbers 666 flashed across the screen of her stove.
That would scare the shit
The
out
minute
of me.
she tries to grab her phone so she could take a picture of it, it's gone.
Mm-mm.
And not to mention, creepy noises and, skitter scatters and in her already haunted house that had absolutely nothing to do with us.
Yeah, I was going to say, her house is already haunted. That's been confirmed.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I don't know how we can be blamed for this.
We can just, do some work about it, but...
And we're the ones who are researching and then talking about it, and we haven't had any issues.
Nothing. Oh.
Uh-oh. Never mind.
I don't want to... No.
Oh, okay.
I don't want to take up too much time because this Harley has a very, very, very good episode for us. So I don't want to take up too much time. But I did not want to tell you about my dream that I had, but I told other people's. So last night... No. I wanted to wait and tell you. I didn't want to...
I was like, oh my God, rude?
No. I wanted to wait and tell you because I wanted... Stop breaking things.
I'm sorry. No, I just was going to put this over here because I don't want it to make noise. And normally it's behind the table. I'm so sorry.
It's rearranging furniture.
A lighter table than I thought it would be.
It is too.
I apologize.
So yesterday, because I was not feeling good. My stomach was not in a good place. So
right.
As opposed to having a couple glasses of wine to help me wind down before bed, I chose an alternative method to sleeping medications.
Okay.
So I got some really good sleeps.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not used
to do it.
Not used to the baby kitten. I got a new baby kitten. I'm not used to the baby kitten yet.
Right.
We've had him a little over a week now. I don't know if it was him. I'm just going to blame it on him.
Oh, God.
No, this poor little thing. So I woke up in the middle of the night and saw this creature on my bed. And it was all in black. And it looked like, and the only way that I could describe it is it was like the outline of a stick bug. But it was tall. It had to be about, what is that? About 3 feet tall? 2 feet tall?
Probably 2?
Yeah, right at the end of my bed. And I saw it literally creeping to me, and I could actually feel it walking on me. So I literally bolted out this scream like, no, 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 no. And I kicked my foot as hard as I could, which I think sent the little baby kitten sailing. But I wasn't concerned about him because I didn't see, like, I got up and I got my flashlight from my phone and I'm looking around and I don't see, okay, the little baby kitten's, he's secured, he's fine, no big deal. But immediately I'm looking around for this creature. Like, I'm searching for a creature now.
Can I tell you the first thing that made me think of? Maybe we are bringing it on ourselves.
I think it was
sorry.
just, I hallucinated. I think it was a hallucination. Like, I don't even know.
Well, this was my episode. I apologize. In the Hinsdale house episodes, the bonus ones on Patreon, in that house in New York, and they kept seeing the one daughter kept waking up with a black fluffy thing on her chest, and then it would growl from under her bed.
No.
That's what it reminds me of.
Oh, I don't know.
Ew, why
literally,
I
have goosebumps.
I know, I'm getting them now too.
Oh, but no, I don't. I really think it, because I just saw like the sticking up. I thought, so it had to have been the outline of Sonar's ears. I can't think of what his name is. I always forget his name. Like, he's still new.
Poor baby.
And he's about 10, 11 weeks old, so and then he's really good at the biscuits. So when he gets on you and he starts making the biscuits, but he's super light still.
Okay, yeah.
So I could feel him moving, and I saw the points of his ears. I'm assuming I'm blaming it on his ears, but yeah, he's orange and white, and it's not exactly pitch black in my room. So I feel like I would have, like, he didn't. I was not well. I did not sleep well. I searched and searched and searched for the creature of the darkness. Did not see anything. So in my brain, I'm just hallucinating and sent my poor little kitten sailing.
I want to make you feel better, so I'll agree with you verbally. However,
I pulled the stool out from the bottom of my bed. I opened the lid up. I'm searching through the blankets. I'm like, I know this motherfucker's in here somewhere.
Fuck that.
Literally was not well, and I don't know how I managed to go right back to sleep.
This was a good. That's what did it.
Next time, just a half.
Yes, I know from experience. At least you did it in the privacy of your own home and you were going to bed.
Oh my God, I was losing my mind. I was sound asleep. I even looked at the clock. I want to say it was like midnight. So I'm like, oh, good, I can sleep more, because I get really excited when I wake up in the middle of the night and I see, like, I still have like 5 hours to sleep.
I did that last
night.
Granted,
I went to bed at like 7:30, 8 o'clock last night because I was just done.
Yeah.
But I was just like, oh my God, I was terrified. My heart was racing. I literally felt this creature crawling up to me. Sorry, it scared me.
I don't even know what to do with that story. But you should say a blessing and get some sage or something. I don't know.
We do have a new cross hanging in the bedroom.
You might want to hold on to it tonight. Right on your chest.
I was just glad that, because normally my phone is never charged. It's like has enough battery to wake me up in the morning. And then it's at like 2%.
Oh my gosh.
I know, Matt yells at me all the time, like, charge your freaking phone. I'm like, it's fine.
Chaotic.
It's so fine.
Stresses me out.
It's so fine. But I was like, don't be dead. Don't be dead. Don't be dead. Don't be dead. And in the same breath, I'm thinking, please be dead. Please be dead. Because I don't want to find this thing. But also, I want to know what the hell it is.
Yeah. So it's like,
which reminds me of the same shadow figure that grabbed my foot that one time and tugged me. Like, literally something tugged me. And I mean, I could have been I could have been hallucinating with a dream, but I felt something. It woke me up.
Mm-hmm.
It woke me up. I saw this, but it was an actual shadow figure standing at the end of my bed. I was like, oh, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die.
I didn't know you saw it.
Oh yeah, I told you I saw it.
Well, then I wasn't listening. I'm sorry.
You stopped it. Foot pole.
It was for my own mental protection.
Because immediately I tucked myself in, because everybody's like, I mean, I have to sleep with my feet uncovered because I get so hot, but also, I have to keep everything covered because it's what's going to grab me. Yep. So immediately covered myself with a blanket because, you can't get hurt under the covers.
I remember, because I believe that so wholeheartedly. Like, surely a demon can't get through your sheet and comforter. It's fine.
The force field.
In the
The invisible cloak.
God, but like a special protection. It's fine.
All right, Harry Potter, calm down.
Oh my gosh. So that reminds me, like, with the covers, that's going to protect you.
Yes.
And I remember believing that so wholeheartedly. And then I don't know what scary movie it was. Somebody out there will probably know. But there was a girl like hiding under her or in her bed from something. It might have been like one of the Conjuring movies or something. And then all of a sudden it's in her covers with her. I'm like, no, you just broke every fucking rule that is out there. That is unacceptable.
Well, I remember in I can never remember the name of this movie with Bruce Willis.
The Sixth Sense.
The Sixth Sense, and he was hiding under the covers from all of the ghosts that he could see.
Okay.
And the little girl crawled under the covers with him.
No.
I can't think of what her name was, but she was an actress in one of those 90s teen shows that I watched.
Okay.
I can't think of her name. It doesn't matter. But she was all like, she crawled up underneath there and was talking to him like, here, she had a box like, here, trying to clue him in to help her, to figure out who killed her. But
I'm going to need to help you outside of the covers. That's my safe space. Don't come in there.
Can you not? Please.
That's so gross. So has anything else happened that you need to tell me about?
Well, I mean, I had the grandbabies over the weekend.
Nothing scary, though.
Nothing scary. No. I mean, if you ask my sweet potato, everything in here is scary, but bedtime, no binky. It was a good.
How
it wasn't bad.
Dare his mother forget the binky?
It wasn't bad. He cried for a little bit, but it was an adjustment. He already doesn't like bedtime anyway, so I already knew I was in for a battle.
Yeah. Bubba was talking about him today.
Aw.
He's mentioned something like, do you remember when I did this? I'm like, what are you talking about? He goes, at blank's birthday party. It's like, how do you remember little details about that? It's so crazy.
I'll never know. I'll never know.
Ugh.
But no, nothing spooky, nothing out of the ordinary. I mean, that was, I don't know, maybe I need to just continue on my journey with wine instead of alternatives.
Honestly, I think you should use the alternatives and see how wild it gets, because I love that story.
I'm glad you did. My poor little kitten on the other hand.
Poor baby.
And he learned to fly. I think it was him anyway. We're gonna say it still. We're gonna say it was him. I think it was him, but who really knows? I just know that something was coming for me.
That's so scary.
And I literally saved mine and Matt's life. So you're welcome.
Did he even wake up?
Not at all. I screamed out so loud. I don't know how. I was awake, saying no. And I literally jumped out of bed and grabbed my phone.
How did he not wake up?
I have no idea.
Are you kidding me?
I was 100% conscious.
And he's upset with you when he's having one of his dreams.
Yeah.
And that when he's screaming and you're
Sleep
not waking
paralysis.
up. And you're like, what?
I can't hear you. But you literally heard me.
You were actually vocal.
I couldn't even find Narnia's closet immediately. I just grabbed my phone.
I actually mentioned Narnia in this, and that was the first thing I thought. It's in my notes. We'll get there.
Narnia's wardrobe. It's the size of my bathroom.
Oh my gosh.
You get lost in there.
Can't
Some
make it
have.
back out.
Now I have glow-in-the-dark stickers all over the handles.
Oh, good Lord. So funny. I remember the first time I saw your bathroom, and I just looked around. I'm like, the light switch is right here. Like,
literally. Because I moved it.
And the door, it's here.
Totally moved that too. Like that minute of, bathroom time, I literally moved the entire door and light switch.
It's fucking magic.
So good. I'm so good.
My goodness.
Nothing spooky happened with you? No experiences? No bugs trying to kill you in the middle of the night?
No. I mean, mean, I had a mental crisis, but other than that,
Oh, that's fine.
nothing scary.
No, because you saw Jesus, so you had protection.
I did. God is good. We've been talking a lot this week. We're very close right now.
Oh, that's my song. I've been talking to God last night.
No, I think I've been very protected this week. Praise Jesus.
Because he ain't got no time for me since he's spending all his time with you.
God, she might need some help over
She
here.
can handle it tonight. It's like, I'm busy.
He's like, between the two of you, I can only do so much. Okay. I know I can do all, but you two
My hands are tied. Plus, I got all these other folks. Like, no, you're gonna have to draw straws. I got the short one.
That's so funny. Well, are we ready for
Are
this?
you ready? I'm excited. Matt was like, you seriously don't know what Harley is doing or showing. I said, no.
I love when people
honestly
get
didn't even know that she had a show ready to go.
You're like, she surprised
Like,
me.
I thought we were taking a break. Like, okay, she's like, I'm ready. Can we record? I'm like, yeah. Absolutely. I don't hope I don't have to.
I had my little break and I'm like, all right.
You seem rested. You ready to go? All right. Take us on an adventure.
I nerded out so hard for this
I love
episode.
it.
You guys, I love my history so much. And I went really into it. There's stuff that is not relevant. I'm going to be honest. I don't give a shit. I put it in here anyway because I found it interesting and we're all going to listen to it.
Well, here we go.
Buckle up. So today we're talking about the University of Oxford
Okay.
in England.
Oh.
I have been so fascinated by Oxford because it's so old
Mm-hmm.
and that's so cool to me. So I'm like, surely it's haunted. It's old as fuck. And it sure is. So the university is so old, like they don't actually even know when it was founded.
Wow.
All they know is that there was teaching of some sort happening by the year 1096, making it at least 929 years old.
Oh, we're going way
Could even be older than that. We don't know. So if you've listened to our Chillingham Castle episode or on Patreon, the Ancient Ram Inn episode, you know I love old shit. The older, the better. So I added in some fun facts here, probably too many, but that's okay, to put into perspective just how old Oxford really is. So the school predates the Aztec, Mongol, Ottoman, and Incan empires. And when Oxford began teaching students, calculus had not even been invented yet. Isaac Newton and Gottfried Leibniz, I don't know, would not formalize calculus until the 1600s. At the time of its founding, scholars were still using Roman numerals and math, and Vikings had only recently stopped raiding England. Oxford also predates English Parliament, which wasn't formed until 1215.
Sure.
It also predates eyeglasses, the piano, and even the concept of the numeral 0 in Western math, which didn't spread until after the 12th century. Oxford students were studying before the compass was even being used for navigation. And paper wasn't a common item yet, and students were using parchment or vellum at the time. It also predates the first English language Bible, which wasn't written until the 1380s. And when Oxford was founded, knights in chainmail were still riding into battle, and full suits of plate armor were not even invented yet. And Oxford was teaching for almost 250 years before the Black Death, which wasn't until the 1300s. And lastly, when Oxford was founded, London was a small medieval town with a population of about 15 to 20,000 people. Today, the city sits at about 9 million. So it's the oldest university in the English-speaking world and the world's second oldest university in continuous operation, right behind, I think it's the University of Bologna in Italy. It's spelled like Bologna. I'm pretty sure it's not the University of Bologna, but I'm not Italian. So I said Bologna.
Well, you can say it like
nicer.
unfortunate people that I've heard say it, which is the Bologna
That's how I spell it.
pronunciation.
If I have to spell, like when I spelled it, I said Bologna.
I sing the song in my head.
Of course you do. I love that. I mean,
Oscar Mayer. B-O-L-O-G-N-A.
Exactly.
O-S-C-A-R-M-A-Y-E-R.
We all do that with words, though.
Because
you can't say you don't. Like, we all do it.
Be honest. I'm not the only mental one here.
No,
Okay.
we all do it.
Okay, we just take note of a message that I just received from my dear, dear friend Jim, who says, "Do you know how lost I was today without you or Harley?"
Oh!
And I said, "We actually are recording right now." He said, "Oh, snap. My bad."
Oh, Jim, we're sorry.
I hope to hear my dings on the episode. You're not hearing dings because I am muted, so I've learned to not have sound on my phone. I figured it out on my computer as well, but
it took about 20 episodes. We got there.
But no dings, but you're getting a call out. We heard you, Jimmy.
I'm sorry. I was having a meltdown.
It's fine. You know what? And I didn't update anybody. I was just like, nobody really paying attention. They're paying attention. So thank you guys.
I was like, nobody's going to know. They're
not going to know. They're not going to
They
know.
noticed.
They know.
Oh, we're back.
We're back.
Guys. I'm so sorry. So business at Oxford started booming in 1167 thanks to Henry II. He was King of England from 1154 until his death in 1189.
Why are you laughing?
I just see you out of the corner of my eye, like nodding dramatically as I'm reading.
I was like dancing to the song that's in my head, but it's fine. I'm listening, but also I'm a little hyped right now. I got caffeine in my foot. Went straight through my veins here. Between that and the Midol. I'm good.
Do what you gotta do,
girl.
It's me tomorrow. So okay. So during his reign, he controlled England, substantial parts of Wales and Ireland, and much of France. In 1167, he banned English students from attending the University of Paris following a dispute with Thomas Becket over crown and church. And Thomas Becket was the Archbishop of Canterbury, which is the senior bishop and a principal leader of the Church of England. So they were butting some heads.
Uh-oh.
In 1190, Oxford saw its first foreign student named Emo of Free. Oh, and I know we have listeners there, so I'm so sorry. I know this is wrong.
Chopping it.
Friesland? It's in the Netherlands. I know we have people there. I'm so sorry.
Our friends in the Netherlands understand she didn't even remember her name today. So
I didn't remember our intro or my name. So
she's gonna have a couple mess ups.
Be patient with me today, please. He was it's a theologian, right?
Sure. Yes.
Theologian. Okay, I thought so. Priest and scholar, and had studied church law at the University of Paris before heading to Oxford. His attendance set in motion the university's tradition of developing international scholarly links by welcoming foreign students. So all the way back in 1190, can you imagine living in that time and being like, okay, I'm off to university?
No.
Don't you live in huts? What do you mean university?
I'm thinking they're walking around like cave people at this point. Like you've got,
I know realistically that was not the case.
Like the Flintstones.
But it was so long ago.
With their tablets and stuff.
Right. Right. That's exactly. I'm like, what do you mean? Colleges weren't a thing. What are you talking about? You're like,
honestly, and I think obviously I think it was put together for a movie quality-esque, but I watched this movie, I think it was on Netflix, but it was with Sophia Carson. I love Sophia Carson. And it was my time at Oxford or something like my Oxford life or something, but she spent a year over at Oxford. And and they had, just the library, they had the whole outside of the building, but again, it could have just been for, movie quality or whatever. But for me, that was the real thing. So it looked amazing.
It is a filming location. I don't go into everything that was filmed there. I go really into detail into one thing, but it absolutely could have been because it is used.
Yeah, possibly. It was,
beautiful.
Obviously, it was a love story, so they didn't really focus too much on the Oxford University itself, but I just really liked it. I liked the history of it. Like
Yeah.
it drew me in. Between that and Sophia Carson, but
It's fascinating.
yeah, I love old timey buildings.
Mm-hmm. During the 1200s, rioting between townspeople and students hastened the establishment of residence halls on campus. Again, that's insane. That's the 1200s. And then the first of Oxford's colleges were established, with the oldest being University, I might do this wrong, but I think it's Belial, and Merton colleges. Now, I was confused when I learned this, that Oxford, because it's a university, but it's made up of different colleges. So just a little explanation for anyone that also, like me, didn't know. The University of Oxford has 36 colleges, 3 societies, and 4 permanent private halls, or PPHs, of religious foundation. The colleges and PPHs are autonomous, self-governing corporations within the university. These colleges are not only houses of residence, but they have substantial responsibility for teaching undergraduate students. Generally, they teach the tutorials and classes, like those are the responsibility of the colleges, while lectures, exams, labs, and the central library are run by the university.
Wow.
So you could say, like, I went to school at Merton College of Oxford.
Okay.
So, interesting.
Were they all located over in England, or?
Yep, they're all, as far as I believe so. As far as I know, they're all on like the same campus.
Okay.
It's just a big area.
That's huge.
Mm-hmm. Now, when these initial disputes erupted between students and the Oxford townspeople, some Oxford academics fled northeast to Cambridge, where they established the University of Cambridge in 1209. So with that also being so old, I bet that's also super haunted. So I want to cover that one eventually too. The 2 English ancient universities share many common features and are jointly referred to as Oxbridge. By 1355, Oxford was winning the praises of popes and kings due to its antiquity, curriculum, doctrine, and privileges. Edward III even paid tribute to the university for its invaluable contribution to learning, and he commented on the services rendered to the state by distinguished Oxford graduates, aka they were pumping out smart people to work for the government. So I wanted to go over some of the people who've attended Oxford that we'll recognize. The first one is Edmund Halley, who was the professor of geometry, and this is the man who predicted the return of the comet that bears his name. Halley's Comet.
Halley's Comet.
Yep. When I first saw his name, I'm like, I don't know who the fuck you're talking about. Then I was like, oh, the comet, Halley's Comet. So John and Charles Wesley's prayer meetings that began at Oxford laid the foundations for the Methodist Church. And the list of famous names is incredibly long, but it includes everyone from screenwriters, broadcasters, world leaders from all over, politicians, poets, authors, actors, comedians, and some names that we'll recognize are former U.S. President Bill Clinton, actor Hugh Grant, physicist Stephen Hawking, astronomer Edwin Hubble, as in the Hubble telescope, author C.S. Lewis, who wrote the Chronicles of Narnia books. There it is. And J.R.R. Tolkien, who penned the Lord of the Rings books.
Love him.
I believe I didn't put it in here. I thought about it and then I didn't. I believe he didn't attend the school. He was actually a professor at the school at one point in time.
So they do a lot of like writings from that school, like a lot of journalism.
I believe a lot of literature. Yeah. In addition to colleges, Oxford also operates the Ashmolean Museum of Art and Archaeology, which is Britain's first and oldest public museum. This has nothing to do with the haunting. I'm sorry, but I found this super interesting, so I put it in here. So if you want to nerd out, here you go. The museum opened in 1683. Can you imagine in 1683 having shit for a museum? Like,
I mean, I'm just trying to have electricity, so.
Time is wild. So Elias Ashmole had acquired the museum collection from the gardeners, travelers, and collectors, John Tradescant and his son, who goes by the same name. The collection included antique coins, books, engravings, geological specimens, and zoological specimens, one of which was the stuffed body of the last dodo bird ever seen in Europe. But by 1755, the dodo was so moth-eaten that it was destroyed, except for its head and one claw.
Okay, that's sad.
Isn't that cool, though?
Is it? Because
A
I'm
freaking
sad
dodo
now.
bird?
Yeah, well, the last one. And they're like, we're going to eat this one too.
Well, they're moths. They're assholes. They didn't have the mothballs yet. I don't think. Hell, maybe
they definitely
did.
had mothballs.
Maybe they did.
They ate a stuffed bird. They definitely had the mothballs.
The present building dates from 1841 to 1845, and Sir Arthur Evans, a British archaeologist who was appointed keeper in 1884, is largely responsible for the current museum. Evans found that the keeper and the vice-chancellor, Benjamin Jowett, had managed to lose half of the Ashmolean collection and had converted the original building into the examination rooms. In 1908, the Ashmolean and the University galleries were combined as the Ashmolean Museum of Art and Archaeology, after Charles Fortnum, an English art collector and historian, donated money toward the new building. After the various specimens had been moved into new museums, the old Ashmolean building was used as office space for the Oxford English Dictionary. But since 1924, the building has been established as the Museum of the History of Science. So, and I wanted to give a little list of the types of stuff that they have in the collection now. They have drawings by Michelangelo, Raphael, and Da Vinci, as well as... Sorry. Did I say something wrong?
No.
What did I do?
You said Michelangelo, Raphael, I'm thinking Donatello.
He said the same thing at home. It was so funny. I was reading my notes out loud. Oh, shoot. Bubba said the same thing. Thanks for reminding me. I'd hear that in editing.
I was dying. Well, you said you started those names. I'm just like, Donatello.
I let him stay up late last night because he wanted to watch Kangaroo Jack. So I'm like, fine. So we're sitting in bed. I'm like, you watch your movie. I have to work on my notes. And I'm like reading them quietly out loud because I like to read through to make sure they sound okay. And I'm saying them and he looks at me and he's like, are you talking about the Ninja Turtles? She almost spit her water everywhere, guys. Oh no. She hasn't swallowed yet. Oh, there she goes. There she goes. I'm like, no, they're named after like artists. And that's what I'm talking about. But no. But yeah, it does sound like the Ninja Turtles.
Yeah. I'm so glad I have the mind of a 6-year-old.
That's so funny. So anyway.
Sorry.
They also have paintings by Picasso. A substantial, guys, there's a lot of big words here. I apologize. A substantial number of Oxyrhynchus pottery.
Potpourri.
I don't know. I'm sorry, guys. Which are a part of manuscripts discovered during the late 19th and early 20th century by two papyrologists. We'll go with that.
Sure.
I didn't go
Sounds
to
right.
Oxford. I'm not that smart. At an ancient garbage dump in Egypt. The manuscripts date from the 3rd century BC and Roman periods of Egyptian history. Only an estimated 10% of the manuscripts are literature in nature. Most found seem to consist mainly of private and public documents, including official correspondence, census returns, tax assessments, petitions, court records, wills, accounts, inventories, horoscopes, and private letters. However, this collection also includes Old and New Testament biblical manuscripts.
Dang.
Which, how freaking cool would that be? Which I'm
Fascinating.
shocked that they've managed to hang on to them and the Vatican hasn't scooped them up yet.
Maybe they worked out a deal or something.
Maybe. We're going to get into some stories about museums stealing. They're sketchy.
Of course, they're shady.
They're sketchy. The museum also has an extensive collection of antiquities from prehistoric Egypt and the Sumerian king's list written on a tablet in ancient Sumerian. How
It's like Night at the
fucking
Museum
cool
stuff.
is that? I know. That is so cool. I'd love to go here. So here's the little theft side story. On December 31st, 1999,
Dang.
you probably all remember where we were.
No,
You're like, absolutely not.
absolutely not.
You're like, I don't remember shit.
It was New Year's. What do you want me to remember?
You're right. I'm sorry. During the fireworks that accompanied the celebration of the millennium, thieves used scaffold. Do you realize how many people that are like full-blown adults now weren't even born yet? Doesn't that make you want to throw up?
Yeah, a little bit. Okay.
Thieves used scaffolding on an adjoining building to climb onto the roof of the museum and stole a painting. It was in French, both the artist and the name of the painting. I cut it out. You're welcome.
Anyway.
Anyway.
No, you're welcome.
The painting was valued at €3 million, and it still has not been recovered and is one of the FBI's top 10 art crimes.
Dang.
And then in 2010, several of the Egypt Exploration Society's whatever that word was, held by the museum were allegedly stolen from the collection and sold to the American Museum of the Bible. Allegedly. I don't know anything. Just reporting. Then, in 2024, the museum agreed to return a 500-year-old bronze sculpture of a Hindu poet and saint that it had purchased at an auction in 1967. It was returned after the Indian High Commission in the UK filed a claim stating that the item was stolen from a temple in India in 1957.
Why does that sound familiar to me? Did they do a news reporting on it possibly?
I'm sure they did.
That one actually sounds really, really familiar to me. Just because I'm so driven to art. Like I love that. And I'm thinking to myself, like, how many art pieces do I have that were stolen? But honestly, nothing.
There was another one that I think the story just came out this year. They were doing like an estate sale and found some multi-million-dollar painting.
That's what it was. It was a stolen painting.
A house. It was just hanging on the wall in a house.
They purchased it at an auction or something.
Yeah.
And had no idea that it was even a stolen piece. And
I wish I could remember what it was. But I remember that story. So in addition to the Ashmolean Museum, among several other museums, Oxford also runs the Oxford University Press. It's the largest university press in the world, as well as the largest academic library system nationwide. More than 6,000 new books are published annually by the press, including many reference, professional, and academic works like the Oxford English Dictionary, the Oxford World's Classics, and the Oxford Dictionary of National Biography. In the fiscal year ending July 31st, 2024, the university had a total consolidated income of €3.05 billion. Is it euro or euros? I feel like I've heard some people say euro. I feel like that would be a single one, but I've heard people say it. I don't know.
For me, it sounds better euro. But
okay.
I mean, I guess you might be able to go either way. I don't know. We're Americans. We dumb down the English language anyway. So
specifically, Midwest Americans. I think we're the fucking worst. I mean, I love us all, but as far as like English and how we just cut every fucking syllable out of words,
that would literally
insane.
be a question I would have to ask my brother-in-law, or anybody that's listening. That's
if you're more cultured than us, let us know. Is it euro or euros when it's multiple? I feel like I've heard them say euro, so that's why I said it like that. I'm trying to sound smart, guys.
You do.
Thank you.
You're killing it.
God bless you.
It's true. She gave you permission.
Okay. So it also ranked first nationally for undergraduate education. Now, this is where I get into it being a filming location. Some of you may be more familiar with Oxford than you think, because Harry Potter used several filming locations through Oxford. And I feel like in the Greystone Mansion episode, I gave Gilmore Girls its dues. So I wanted to do the same for Harry Potter. In case there's any fans out there, you can picture this. So the first one we're going to talk about is the Bodleian Library. As a popular Oxford Harry Potter location, the room features in the first 4 Harry Potter films, where it served as the location for the Hogwarts Hospital Wing. Fans of the earlier films will recognize it as being where Harry first wakes up at the end of the Philosopher's Stone after having faced a battle with Voldemort. Other scenes you may remember include Prisoner of Azkaban, where Harry and Hermione use the time turner to save Sirius Black and Buckbeak, and in the Goblet of Fire, where Professor McGonagall tries to teach Ron how to dance ahead of the festive Yule Ball. The next location was at New College. The tunneled walkways are used multiple times in the Goblet of Fire, where they serve as Hogwarts hallways, and New College also used its courtyard in the movie, and Christ Church was also used, and it's possibly one of the most famous locations. And it's the dining hall, which mirrors the Great Hall used in Hogwarts. Now, no filming actually took place here because it was too small to be used for the movie, but it did serve as immense inspiration. The dining hall was actually recreated on a set in the Warner Brothers studio, allowing filmmakers to add size, depth, and grandeur to the already magical room. And at Christ College, the Grand Stone Staircase, which is located inside Bodley Tower, is a prominent feature in the first 2 Harry Potter films. Fans will recall several memorable scenes from Harry's first day at Hogwarts, to a flashback sequence between Tom Riddle and Dumbledore, to the scene near the end of the movie where Harry's reunited with Ron and Hermione after being released from Hogwarts Infirmary. Today, the staircase is used by students at the university as a way of gaining access to the Christ Church dining hall. So that was all of it. Now we're finally getting into the hauntings.
As it's getting darker in my house.
I'm sorry it took so long. We're here. So the first haunting we're going to talk about is phantom carriages. People will see phantom carriages drawn by spectral horses that clatter through the cobbled streets of Oxford. You look confused.
I'm having some seriously wicked deja vu right now.
Are you really?
Yeah. We've talked about this before.
In another timeline, yeah, absolutely. I believe it.
This is crazy.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
What do you want me to say?
I don't know.
Oh. It's like, do you know what I'm going to say?
Oh, no. It was the haunted carriages and the cobblestone walkway.
Oh, that's so crazy.
It literally triggered a memory that you and I have had a conversation about a haunted place in England, cobblestone walkway and carriages.
You know, I'm a total believer in like the multiverse. So,
well, I want to stay in one
cool.
verse.
Yeah, well,
I don't want to stop dimension hopping.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to trigger it.
That's great. You know, and I don't get it very often because I just feel like, you know, it probably happened when I wasn't coherent.
Well, I can assure you,
this
we've
is
never
a
talked about
conscious memory that you and I have had this conversation on on an episode that we were going to do on our podcast. So I don't know if it was just something that maybe we discussed at one time on maybe about a different episode. It may not have necessarily been on this one.
I don't remember ever talking about this with you.
Okay, because I'm going to need you to keep going now so I can get deeper into this thought process.
Okay.
Maybe it'll trigger something else.
Staff and students at St. John's College have often claimed to have seen the unknown ghostly figure of a scholar wandering the corridors.
No, you lost me.
Okay. However, this mysterious figure is pretty chill compared to Archbishop William Laud. This guy is out here being fucking crazy. So let's listen to this shit. So this guy was a student and a fellow of St. John's in the 1640s. During the English Civil War, he was arrested by Parliament forces and beheaded on the grounds of treason.
Oh.
Laud's body was later returned to St. John's and buried in the college chapel. But since his burial, there have been multiple sightings of the Archbishop's ghost bowling his own head across the library floor. What a way to live the fucking afterlife. Isn't that great? I loved that.
I want to draw a face on a bowling ball so bad.
Oh, I love it. Arguably the most famous spectral presence is King Charles I. During the Civil War, Charles defended Oxford as a strategic location and made Oxford a militarized capital in 1642. He turned the Dean's lodging at Christ Church into his palace and used the college hall to hold sessions of counter-parliament. And apparently he appreciated the school's loyalty to him, and he was pretty comfortable there, even though he eventually fled before surrendering to a Scottish force. After he was executed in 1649, it's believed that his spirit returned to Oxford, settling down in the halls of Christ Church. Although Christ Church is the ghost's main residence, he was also regularly spotted in the Bodleian Library. It's said that Charles roams the upper library at night, taking books from the shelves to read a single line before returning them, in an endless process of searching. This is widely interpreted as an act of rebellion after Charles was denied permission to borrow books from the library during his waking life. Seems like a weird way to rebel, but sure.
Just borrowing. I mean, he's
read a line and then put it back.
It's fine.
It's also rumored that his ghost now tears the pages of library books, although this is likely a convenient rumor for undergrad students hoping to avoid library fines for tripping them themselves.
No, this one was already torn. I don't know what happened.
It's like King Charles did it. I don't know what you're talking about. What a dick move. The assize courts held at Oxford Castle in the summer of 1577 are believed to have suffered one of the deadliest curses in all of Oxford's history. On trial was a bookseller named Roland Jenks. As punishment for speaking treason against Queen Elizabeth I, Jenks was sentenced to be nailed to the pillory by his ears, or have his ears cut off entirely. That'd be real shitty.
My ears couldn't hold up my body weight.
No, mine would be ripped off immediately. No. Not the way to do it.
Ripped out a piercing on a blanket. I couldn't imagine trying to hold my body weight up.
Ugh, that's so gross. That freaks me out. As he was let out, Jenks cursed the court, calling down a fatal sickness on those who heard him. That summer, at least 300 male citizens of Oxford died of an unknown illness, while women, children, and other prisoners at the castle were mysteriously unaffected. The survival of Jenks and the other prisoners, typically at high risk of contracting infectious disease due to unsanitary prison conditions, fuels the rumors that there was something more sinister at play than a simple illness. So, like all major cities in England, and the U.S. as we know, Oxford was swept up in the 17th century witch craze.
Of course.
The accession of James I to the throne in 1603 issued in a period of intense panic and suspicion. The literal flames fanned by the king's own fascination and fear of demonic magic.
Oof.
Suspected witches from the Oxfordshire area were brought to the city to determine the presence of witchcraft. One of the favorite methods of testing, which they did here as well, was to tie a woman's left thumb to her right toe and then toss her into a body of water to test if she would float. Candace is mentally tying her thumb to her toe right now.
But then I'm wondering,
I'm watching you try to process how this worked.
to the right toe. What is floating?
If you float.
But if you're what does it matter if you're tied or not?
Well, you're not going to be able to swim like that.
Oh, God. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But if you float, you're a witch, which I'm sure we can guess nobody fucking floated.
Well, I mean,
But then they drown and they're like, oh, I guess she was innocent.
Mm.
Oh, well. On to the next.
Gotta get the fluffier ones. We float.
I can float. Silly tonight. So, the body of water that was used was actually the moat at Oxford's Castle Prison. Which, ew.
Ew.
Aren't there like supposed to be alligators or some shit in there? Maybe a crocodile or two. You were waiting for it. I know you were. You were looking at me like, say it. Say it. Say it.
I beg of thee.
One of the most famous trials in Oxford was that of Elizabeth Gregory, Agnes Pepwell, and her daughter, Mary Pepwell. When Anne Gunter, a 14-year-old girl from South Oxfordshire, began to experience seizures, she would speak of the three women, accusing them of witchcraft. Sounds familiar. Suspicious events continued to add to the case against the women. Anne's condition worsened, and there were claims of pins sprouting from her body.
Ew.
Yeah.
Hellraiser.
Local priests and scholars who came to investigate could find no cause for this other than witchcraft.
Of course.
Maybe the bitch is crazy.
Or
the three witches were imprisoned. Agnes admitted to practicing witchcraft, implicating the other two women in the process.
dang.
Although it's unknown if this was a willing confession. I would guess it probably wasn't.
Took these bitches down with her. Like,
She's
I jump, you jump,
being
Jack.
tortured to shit.
I jump, you jump, Jack.
Yeah. A man by the name of Thomas Hinton soon became interested in the case. He visited the Gunters and, on discovering pins scattered around the house, managed to prove that Anne's symptoms were, in fact, a sham. Anne's father was found guilty of falsely accusing and framing his neighbors. Other Oxfordshire witches were believed to possess shape-shifting abilities. I was told by Bubba last night that he wants the power of shape-shifting, and that he would be like clothing, and I think like the curtains, and he would be a car, like all kinds of wild
He's
stuff.
so smart.
I'm like, your imagination is so fun.
So wild.
Anyway. As late as the 20th century, local huntsmen complained of an unusually beautiful vixen they were unable to catch. The only time they came close to catching the vixen, it ran into the cottage of a suspected witch. On entering the cottage, they found only the woman sitting by the fire, out of breath as though she had been running. How convenient.
Just takes me back to the other day when I had the babies over. My little pickle wanted to watch Hocus Pocus 2. And I'm like, really? Are you sure about this?
Right.
Yeah, Mimi, I watched it at Dima's house. I don't know if you've seen the part 2 one yet, but
I have not. I was so afraid to watch it.
It's all like cottages and stuff. So it honestly reminds me of literally this the detail that you're giving of these witches and the things that are going on, because these 3 young children, and then they had to run into the woods to take cover and find solitude.
I love the first one so much. Yeah. I haven't been able to bring myself to see the second one.
It's so good. You should totally watch it. It's so good.
I've heard they did a very good job.
Yeah, it's almost like an entire different movie. Like, it just it's them as kids, and you know how they grew up, and then it's them as older people, and so it's really fun. You should watch it.
I'll have to give it a try. Well, this would be the month to do it.
Absolutely.
So the city's haunted past draws in thousands of thrill-seeking visitors each year. Dark tourism is a major contributor to the local economy and cultural heritage of Oxford. And it continues to reinforce Oxford's unique identity as a ghost city. Some of the most popular attractions are Oxford's ghost tours. These guided walks take visitors through Oxford's haunted locations, including the infamous Magpie Lane, which is said to be haunted by the ghost of Prudence Burkott, a woman who fell in love with the wrong man and, dying of a broken heart, continues to wait for him on Magpie Lane. Other attractions include the site where the Oxford martyrs were burned at the stake, and Dead Man's Walk, where the ghosts of Civil War soldiers still march. It's weird hearing Civil War soldiers.
That's what it is. It's the Death Beetle.
The Death Beetle? What the fuck is that?
Yeah, and that other witches movie with Sandra Bullock, Nicole Kidman. You're so much better at movie names than I am.
The Craft?
Yeah, no.
No.
No, they're coming out with a part 2.
I don't know what you're talking about.
It was Sandra Bullock and Nicole Kidman. They were witches.
Was it not The Craft?
It was not The Craft. The Craft
was it Practical Magic?
Practical Magic.
Oh, it was. Yeah. I'm just okay.
The Craft is
we
the older
did this
one.
Once before, and I got it wrong then too. I don't know.
We you flip flopped them. That's all. But yeah, Practical Magic. They're making up part 2.
Well, last time I was such a fucking idiot. I'm like, Jawbreaker.
Literally going on
just
all
a
of
90s
these
movie. I'm like, Jawbreaker. I don't know. Clueless. Any 90s movie I can think of.
Just went on a tangent of movies. Stop saying movies. Wait.
I'll stop now. Sorry. So it's believed that the library in Merton College is home to the ghost of Colonel Francis Windibank, another royalist who was executed in 1645 during the English Civil War. Windibank was a young and newly married colonel in the royalist army who was appointed governor of Bletchington Park, Oxfordshire, in 1645. Isn't that a name? In April of that year, he decided to host a ball at his estate to raise his wife's, and his friends' spirits during the English Civil War. However, it's believed that a parliamentarian spy snuck in, as during the ball, Bletchington House came under attack by Oliver Cromwell's army. In a brave and noble stance to protect the lives of his wife and his friends, Windibank immediately surrendered when troops arrived. He was then later marched to King Charles' headquarters in Oxford, where his excuses were refused, and he was tried as a royalist court material for failing to protect Bletchington Park from Cromwell. As punishment, he was then tragically executed against the town wall, which is adjoined to Merton College, where his famous last words were said to have been, "God save the king." It is now believed that Windibank haunts the site of his execution, known as Dead Man's Walk, and also the college library. Those who believe in his spirit believe he lingers due to feelings of injustice at being executed for what he considered to be an act of chivalry. Obadiah Walker was an English academic and the Catholic master of University College during the 17th century. It's said that Walker tried to follow James II when he exiled to France, but he was captured and imprisoned for his attempts. Despite being released in the last 10 years of his life, Obadiah left prison as a broken man, and it's now believed that his solemn spirit haunts staircase 8. It's Roman numerals. I'm sorry, it's not my thing. At University College, where his residence used to be.
Was it V1111?
Yes. That's 8, right?
It's 9.
No, V111.
Then it's 8.
8.
Yeah, okay.
Because V is 5.
Yes.
And then the ones are
and
just
then the ones
1.
are 6, 7, 8, yeah.
So that would be 8. Okay, I was right. Thank God. I was right about something.
I love Roman numerals. I think they're fascinating and they're beautiful.
I love that for you.
Thank you.
You would have done well back then.
I don't know, because I have red hair and green eyes. Literally, how far am I going to make it?
Oh, bitch, you would have been thrown in the moat for
I'm
sure.
I'm picturing my thumb and my toe tied together. I'm floating.
Oh, shit.
It's just floating. I got to prove something.
Hold on. I know Roman numerals. I know that's what
I know stuff. I can't cast spells. I can barely count.
Exactly. That'd be me. I'd be like, bitch, I don't know. You guys don't even use zeros over here? What? So there's little information on Wadham College's spirit, but those who have seen it believe the figure is a male dressed in white robes, and they think he used to be a college priest. But those who have seen him say that he walks from the chapel doors across the first quad and into the dining hall, where he then vanishes just in front of the high table. Over the years, the ghost has been observed by various members of the college. In particular, the former head steward, Mr. Maurice Howes, would regularly complain about hearing footsteps late at night while he was in his office. He said the footsteps would walk into the hall and then never leave. Legend has it that Duke Humphrey's library, nestled within the Bodleian Library at Oxford University, is home to a ghostly librarian. Many believe the figure to be Thomas Allen, a former librarian who served in the 17th century. That would be me, like going back to a library in the afterlife. It'd be my happy place. The ghostly librarian is said to make his presence known during the quiet hours of the night. Witnesses have reported eerie encounters with his shadowy figure, describing sightings of a spectral man clad in 17th century attire. Some claim to have felt an inexplicable chill in the air or heard faint whispers echoing through the corridors in his presence. People also experience books mysteriously shifting on the shelves or pages turning as if by an unseen hand. Some even suggest that the librarian continues his diligent work even in death, tirelessly preserving and organizing the ancient tomes that line the library's shelves. I could imagine like kids screwing off in there and just hearing shh behind you and nobody's there.
That would freak you out.
Shut the fuck up. Despite the spine-tingling nature of these encounters, the ghostly librarian is generally regarded as a benign presence, more of a guardian than a ghoul. Local legend tells of a phantom cavalier believed to be the restless spirit of a nobleman whose life was tragically cut short during the turmoil of the English Civil War in the 17th century. Revered for his valor on the battlefield, the cavalier met his untimely demise in a violent skirmish near St. John's College. Since that fateful day, witnesses recount eerie encounters with a ghostly man in 17th century attire, illuminated by the gentle glow of the moonlight seeping through the college's Gothic windows. How terrifying of a picture does that paint?
No.
Fuck that.
No, I'm not well.
Some even claim to have heard the faint echo of hoofbeats piercing the night air, accompanied by the phantom's haunting presence.
It's like the Headless Horseman.
That's exactly what I said.
Mm.
I think I have a note in here that there was one that reminded me of a Headless Horseman.
Mm-mm.
Sir Thomas Bodley, who was the founder of the Bodleian Library, is said to wander the library, especially on the anniversary of his death. Witnesses have reported encounters with a scholarly-looking figure believed to be Bodley inspecting the books on the shelves. And scholars, librarians, and visitors often report sensing his presence, and some attribute peculiar occurrences such as mysterious drafts, flickering lights, or unexplained whispers to his ghostly influence.
I don't like that.
And then, you're going to love this one.
Oh, great.
New College is home to a ghostly choir. The choir, composed of exceptionally skilled singers and musicians, met a tragic end on a fateful night when their rehearsal was abruptly interrupted by a sudden and catastrophic event. Some iterations of the legend suggest that a devastating fire swept through the college, tragically claiming the lives of choir members, but other variations recount tales of illness, plague, or even a malevolent pact with supernatural forces that ultimately led to the demise of the choir.
That's sad.
So now, if you go to the college chapel at night, you can still hear them singing. Which they're doing what they like.
I mean, honestly,
guess.
I think that would be beautiful, but also terrifying.
Yeah. I'm going to go with the latter.
I mean, they're not trying to hurt. They're just practicing.
They can do it, like, not near me, maybe.
Well, then you shouldn't travel there at night, then.
I would say, well, I won't. I would.
You absolutely would.
I would. And I'd make you go with me. Like, you thought it was going to be beautiful. Let's go.
You know it'll be fun?
Exactly.
Not this.
Candace, I have an idea. I'm
my
having
God.
thoughts. And
Really, always
your face
the
immediately.
approach when you I'm like, right now, what did you get me into?
Yay. You can tell by the look on my face when I walk up to you that you're about to be roped into some shit.
So just, how do you feel? I don't feel well. As
You're
a
like,
matter of fact.
just
You're
stop.
like, no. How do you feel about
I need to come up with a new approach. I need to really surprise you.
you know, I cannot be caught off guard with you anymore. You've hit me with all of the narratives. I have a thought. I have an idea. How do you feel about girl?
I think my favorite one was when I came up to you one time, like, so I'm having thoughts. You go, oh God, not another one.
Oh God. It hurts.
Stop thinking, please.
Can you not?
So, you're talking to her cat, by the way, not me.
I'm under attack with a tail. He's laying very nicely, but he's also attacking me with his tail.
That's
What do you
funny.
smell?
So, Phi Gamma Hall, which is also believed to be a haunted building, has several large windows that face the library entrance. It's now a 24-hour study room, and students reported that when they left the library at night, they would see a woman dressed in white, which they called the nurse.
No.
They all described her as frantic, saying she seemed to be distraught and would pace back and forth in front of the windows. Reports of the wailing nurse have ceased since the building has been in use around the clock as a study area, though. So I guess you can study and not be bothered anymore.
You scared her away.
Maybe she found peace.
What do you smell that I've got nothing.
Several staff members have also reported odd noises around Sunny Hall, I think, which dates from 1881. One former professor swore that when he worked late at night, he would become aware of a presence in his office. And this isn't like I feel something creepy. They were like face to face.
Oh, no.
Yeah. He described it as a young boy, about 17 or 18, and he said that it reminded him of a Confederate soldier. He said the boy was not malicious and that he was never scared, but that he would sit there quietly and watch until the boy faded away.
Absolutely not.
It's not for me.
Absolutely not. I couldn't handle the bug that was trying to kill me last night. That could possibly have been my cat.
The Gray Lady of University College.
I don't like this.
No, we hate a Gray Lady.
I really don't like it.
Is said to be the spirit of a young woman who met a tragic end. Shocker. I feel like we need to get all the women in gray and white who met tragic ends and like get them in a room together and they can bond. They can trauma bond or something.
Bond.
Be good therapy. So she's been reported by students and staff over the years, and according to legend, she was once the lover, again, shocker, of a young student at University College. The details of the story vary, but the most common version tells of a forbidden romance that ended in tragedy. The young woman, deeply in love with the student, was either betrayed or left heartbroken when the relationship ended. Unable to cope with her despair, she's said to have taken her own life within the college grounds. What the f is that?
The window's open, so it was probably the door outside. That's what you get.
Well, if they could settle down, that scared the shit out of me. I really tried to keep reading. What?
No. I was just remembering when Matt scared the shit out of me earlier.
You were just staring behind, just
staring at you.
I'm like, oh my god, what's there?
I love recording at night with you.
Oh my god. That scared me.
Look, I'm rubbing my shoe like it's a cat, so it's fuzzy.
We've done this many times. I need you to get your eyes in check when we're recording and it's dark and it's late. Stop scaring me. I'm like, what's there? Oh no. Oh god.
Nothing.
Okay.
There's nothing.
Well, I'm double checking because I don't trust you and the thing that crawls into your bed at night. Okay.
Good Lord. Well, look, we're in the baby's room right now, so it's fine. And they brought good juju's here when they stayed. So,
well, I sure hope so because I feel like I need a cross right now.
My little pickle says, "Mimi, this is my bed." I say, "Thank you, Mimi."
Oh, what an angel! That's so cute.
It's her room. It's her bed. I'm like, yeah, you kind of have to share it with your brother.
Oh my gosh, that's so
but
funny.
It's fine. Nothing's behind you. Calm down.
Anyway, I'm
get your focus. Recenter.
I'm recentering.
You want some rocks?
I'm just looking at my last note where it was the college grounds, and I'm thinking back to how stupid I sounded when I ran the college grounds. Amazing. I was just trying to get the words out, but I was so scared.
I was just looking at you.
Oh, good Lord.
I will look this way.
Stick with us, guys. We're almost there. So the Gray Lady is described as a pale, ethereal figure dressed in a flowing gray gown. Witnesses often report seeing her gliding silently. Silently is worse than being loud.
No.
I'd rather have her like slamming into shit.
Make some noise.
Right. silently through the corridors of University College, particularly in the older parts of the building. Her appearances are often accompanied by a sudden chill, and those who have seen her speak of the profound sadness that seems to radiate from her.
Aww.
She's most frequently sighted near the college chapel, a place where she may have sought solace in life. Some believe she's still searching for peace, unable to move on due to the unresolved sorrow she experienced. He probably wasn't worth it, honey. It's all right. Magdalen College lays claim to the title of the most haunted of Oxford's colleges, housing a somewhat confusing array of ghosts, both famous and ghastly. The most famous figure said to haunt the college is Oscar Wilde. Yeah, who studied classics between 1874 and 1878. Another ghost is that of George Napier, who was executed for his Jesuit faith in 1568. His body was quartered, and the body parts displayed on the Oxford city gates, and his head was displayed on the gate of Magdalen College. I've seen two stories. This one said it was the gates of the college, and the other story I saw said his head was displayed on the steeple of the church, which both are very gross.
I don't like that.
No. His family retrieved the body parts in order to give George a proper burial, but they were unable to reclaim his head, which kind of makes me believe in the church one. And this is why Napier's ghost is said to be headless, apparently still searching for his head. His ghost has been seen walking up and down Banbury Road and on the road to Temple Farm. His ghost is also confusingly reported to have been seen peering through windows. Although how this is achieved without a head is a mystery. His heavy dragging footsteps are also said to be heard in his old home, a building now owned by the college. And this is where I talk about a headless horseman. He's also seen in a horse and carriage searching for his head. And I actually put a note in here that said, inspo for the headless horseman. That's what it sounded like to me.
See?
It is possible that the legend of George Napier may have become mixed with that of another Oxford man with a similar name, who was also executed for his religion. George Napper was a student at Corpus Christi College and was one of the Catholic martyrs who were hung, drawn, and quartered at Oxford in 1610.
That's quite coincidental with the name. Yeah.
Like one letter off. Another headless ghost is said to walk across the lawn at Magdalen. Although it's only seen as a black, shadowy shape, the figure is believed to be that of a monk. This was confirmed by the account of a student in the 1980s who claimed that her bedroom was invaded by a number of ghostly monks, singing loudly and accompanied by a strong smell coming from the censers they were carrying.
No, I'm not staying there.
Magdalen College was built on the site of the 15th century St. John the Baptist Hospital, which was being excavated by archaeologists at the time of the students' terrifying encounter, which would make a lot of sense. They don't like to be disturbed.
No.
It has been speculated that the archaeologists may have disturbed spirits of the medieval monks who tended to the sick at the old hospital, and these spirits may have been attracted to the room of the student as she was unwell at the time that she saw them. And then I just have two quick little experiences that people had, and then we'll be done. This person said, I go to a school in Oxford. My sister went there too and used to go to drama rehearsal after school and told me one evening she saw a black figure standing on the third floor of Art Block. I myself have never seen anything, but when I go to the toilet in lesson time, keep in mind there's no door on the toilets, which I don't understand that setup.
Okay.
Alone or with friends, we always hear the corridor door opening and footsteps going down the corridor, but when we go out and look, there's no one there. We've also heard knocking on the walls in the toilets. That's the line. That's why
I don't need to pee anymore.
Nope. I pee my pants first. That's why I picked this story, was just because of that last sentence.
Yeah. Great. I'm going to start knocking in here and really freak you out.
No.
Could you not? No. I'll text Matt, can you come knock on the wall?
No, you should not do that. I will not come back.
We'll be recording remotely.
Exactly. That was the exact word I was going to use.
We'll figure out how to do it from separate homes.
Yup. Sure will. So the last story says, I have one I've never been able to explain. I used to work in a school in Oxford, which I probably shouldn't name. Part of the building is modern, and the other part was originally a Victorian-era school. I worked in administration rather than teaching, so was often there during the school holidays, sometimes on my own. Sounds like a you problem. I went upstairs to fill my bottle at the water machine, which was midway along the corridor connecting the modern part of the school with the older bit. While waiting for my bottle to fill, I glanced down the corridor and saw the shape of a figure moving from right to left. Not toward...
No.
Not towards or away from me, but from one side of the corridor to the other. This was perhaps 10 meters away from me. That's too close.
Oh.
It didn't move like a person walking. It was more like a slow glide. I saw it maybe 4 or 5 seconds, but it moved incredibly slowly. The light at the end of the corridor was on, and if it had been a person, I would have seen or heard them clearly. I can only describe there being a sort of blurriness to it, like I was seeing it through several panes of dirty glass. It was utterly bizarre, and to this day, I can't explain it. There was absolutely nobody else in the building with me at the time, and every door was kept locked during the holidays, with the only access point via electronic swipe card at the front door. I checked the log, and the only other person who had been on the site that day was several hours earlier, and I'd seen him leave. I kept this to myself for a while, but a few years later mentioned it to the head teacher, who told me about a similar experience he'd had. He would often be the first to arrive in the morning, and could be on his own in the building for an hour or so before anyone else arrived. He said that more than once he'd been sat at his desk and felt a firm hand on his shoulder, and his name whispered close to his ear. We're both pretty logical people, and neither of us would describe ourselves as believers in ghosts. Yet we both have these very odd and unsettling experiences which we simply cannot explain. And we're finally done.
I don't like that.
I'm sorry.
I love that, but I don't like that. I did like that, but now I can't see your face, so it's creepier.
The TV went out. It was just black in
Just
here.
black with a red light in the background, which is...
That's even worse. Well, guys, we're back. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm sorry it was so long, and I got all caught up in my history for a while there.
Well, they've earned a long one. They did have to wait like a whole week.
You poor dears. Poor dears. If you're over on Patreon before this one comes out, you guys will have that second bonus episode available to listen to. And if you're not over on Patreon yet, what are you doing?
Get there.
Go over there. We have so much content built up now. There's so many more episodes for you to listen to, and some of them are super silly, like today. We are also on Instagram and Facebook.
Sometimes.
Honestly, I don't know the last post. I don't even know if we're caught up at this point.
We're not.
I'm still getting my shit together. I apologize. We're
Going forward.
Instagram, Facebook, not TikTok yet necessarily, but we're going to be.
No, the only thing I do is just, share our page.
And that's from your personal. So we'll definitely get like a just podcast one for you guys. We'll get that up and going. If you want to reach out and tell us anything or suggest anything, you can email us at hauntedthroughtheages@gmail.com. And I think that's all we got.
I'm so proud of you. You remember the outro much better than
I'm so excited to edit and go listen to how that sounded in the beginning.
I was
going to be a fucking train wreck.
Let me jump in because you glitched.
When I tell you, I didn't have a single thought in my head. The world just stopped. And I'm like, I got nothing. I don't know.
Definitely could have pushed stop and start all over again, but it was just much more fun watching your face.
We knew from
we recovered.
Second one this was going to be a train wreck, and here we are.
And you're here with us. So thanks, guys.
We had a super, this felt more like a Patreon bonus episode when we are super silly.
It's the night recordings that really gets us going.
It does. We love nighttime recordings when we should be asleep.
Right.
So we will be back next week with Candace's episode. So we will see you then. Bye.
Bye.